Today, we're diving into the story of Richard Tice, a prominent UK politician and former leader of Reform UK. Known for his fiery speeches and calls to take back control, Tice has been vocal about ending tax avoidance and keeping British money in Britain. But what happens when public declarations don't match private actions? Let's break it down. In 2022, Richard Tice made headlines with his passionate plea for Britain to lift restrictions on shale gas production. He criticised government ministers for raising taxes while, as he put it, sending money overseas. But investigations by the Mirror and the Good Law Project uncovered a surprising twist. Tice himself had transferred millions of pounds worth of shares into an offshore family trust based in Jersey. So, what's the story here? Richard Tice owns a commercial property company called Quidnet Reit. Back in 2016, he moved £1 million worth of shares from this company into his family trust while it was still registered offshore in Jersey. This trust remained in Jersey for years before being relocated to the UK. Tax expert Richard Murphy weighed in on this. He explained that there are typically two reasons people use tax havens: secrecy or saving on taxes. In this case, Murphy noted that secrecy wasn't likely the goal since the trust's existence was public knowledge. That leaves tax savings as the probable motive. This revelation raises some tough questions for Tice and Reform UK. The party's manifesto explicitly promised to stop the offshore taxpayer ripoff and prevent property companies from using offshore structures to avoid taxes. Yet here we have their former leader engaging in similar practices. Joe Morgan from the Good Law Project didn't mince words. He said, if you really love your country, you pay your taxes. He argued that paying taxes supports critical public services like education and healthcare, something that offshore trusts undermine. When confronted with these findings, Tice defended his actions. He stated that the trust had been relocated to the UK and dismissed claims of lost revenue as utter nonsense. He argued that using offshore structures is standard practice to avoid double taxation on international investments, and emphasized that he has always paid UK taxes on his global earnings. But this isn't just about legality, it's about optics and consistency. As a sitting MP who champions British self-reliance and fair taxation, how does this align with moving assets offshore? Critics argue it creates a disconnect between his public stance and private financial decisions. So, what do you think? Can politicians advocate for one thing publicly while doing something different privately? Should leaders be held to higher standards when it comes to financial transparency? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into stories that matter.